Yo, what is up everybody? The last video did so well and I thank you all for the support, and a lot of y'all wanted a part 2, so today that's what I'm going to be bringing you. If you enjoy this one and if there's still space for me to talk about anything else, I'll probably do a part 3, but I don't think that'll be my next video. I'm probably going to be focusing on some type of build or something like that. And also my in-game name is Kara, so if you see me, say hi. And here's my Roblox profile and also my Discord. And besides that, let's get into the video. Okay, so off the rip, I'm going to start with a basic little technique that you can use if you ever get in a situation like mine. So here I'm in between these buildings and I'm in a really confined space. And most people move a lot when they fight, so you're going to feel really trapped. Now the best thing is just stay as still as possible. That's what I like to do, and it just makes it easier to see what's coming. I'm not thinking too much. I'm just thinking about M1ing and parrying. Alright, so in this clip I'm doing the same thing, just standing still and trying to parry, and then I actually mess up my timing and get hit here. But I recuperate, I hit him with a critical and a little bit of a combo. Now pay attention right here. Alright, so right here I parry, and then I immediately feint my M1, which fucks up his timing, and then I hit him again, and he thinks that I'm gonna feint my M1 again, but I actually use a move with a really long build-up time, so even if he delayed his parry, it would still hit. So I'm basically just playing with his mind by feinting my first M1, and then all of a sudden I'm not feinting anymore, and it's just basically changing my timing to mess with his mind, which is also why I use that move with such a long build-up, to change the timing. That's just some simple shit. Alright, so this clip will help a lot of you out, but what he's doing in this clip is circling me while attacking me, which will make it so I can't parry. So I'm actually moving my screen with him as I parry, and this is a prime example of not allowing your opponent to be successful. Basically, if you see your opponent is doing something against you that's working, do not allow them to do that, bro. Lock in. Alright, so I went over this in my last video, but as you see, he feints me and I parry, but I missed the parry, so I just dodged instead. He didn't even attack, but if he did attack, I would have dodged out the way. So just make sure if you mess up your parry that you can always dodge out the way instead. You don't just gotta sit there and spam F like a robot. I know I just talked about this, but if you have a move with a long windup, use it like how I did it in this clip, where I parry his M1, he thinks that I'm gonna M1 him back, but instead I use a move with a long windup time, which makes him parry too early, and I land the move. Now right here I do some kind of advanced tech. Basically I roll cancel behind my opponent, and then I use leg sweep, which is Q, and then a feint, which would be M2. And you can basically use whatever you want after this, and this is really good to use in combat. It does take a little bit of practice to land flawlessly though. Alright, here I'm finna drop some common knowledge, but please, for the love of God, utilize your uppercuts. I do not see enough of you using this, and I'm just pressuring a lot of you with such an easy tactic. If you hold control while you M1, you'll actually uppercut your opponent, which is a lot slower than a regular M1, but it does give a pretty good advantage when it does land. That I want to talk about is getting 2v1'd. Now, you're gonna get 2v1'd whether you want to or not, or if you're just always playing with friends, I guess you won't. But if you do, just fight both of them. Don't try to run from one and fight the other one. That's not going to help you. If you fight them both and put pressure on them both, they're both not going to know what the hell to do, and they're going to get clapped. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to win every single one, because I definitely don't win every single 2v1. I actually lose a good amount. I am going to say this. If you have a good amount of RC in the millions, or you're, a good amount stronger than your opponents, you probably are going to win. So good luck out there. Alright, so on this clip, I'm 1v1ing my friend, and he has Ken v2, and I have Taki v1, so it's pretty fair. And immediately we get to parrying in each other's faces, and he's trying to circle me, but as you can see, I'm moving my screen with him. Now right here, I'm going to utilize my uppercut like I said to in the past, and I accidentally used this, but I guard broke him right here. And if you have a strength build, just get the one M1 out right before you do another move during the guard break. If you're close enough, it will do worthwhile damage. Now here's a clip of me actually mixing in my feints with my M1s pretty well, just a good example, and I actually get a few hits in on my opponent here. Alright, now right here my friend uppercuts me, and then he crits on top of me. Now I'm not sure if this is dodgeable or parryable, but if this is true, somebody let me know and test this out in the game. This looks like a good tech. This feels like a, what's it called? This feels like Charlie Brown. Alright, here's something else for you noobs to take notice on. So I'm fighting my friend here, and he actually feints his M1, but instead of doing another M1, he goes into a leg sweep, which actually ragdolls me, and then I'm vulnerable to another move that he can land at his own will. Now here's a note for you Takizawa players: if your opponent's in any type of move that has hyper armor or a long animation, use that C move and you will always hit them and usually get away with a pretty clean combo, but my friend here parried it. Now if you want to see some more uncut footage of me 1v1ing other CC players, I recommend going to this timestamp, though not all these clips are going to be in CC and some of them might even not be CC at all. Alright, now if you pay attention to this clip, I'm going to show you something important about fighting, and that's keeping a pace and being able to just constantly move forward whenever you're doing a combo, because sometimes your opponent will be launched forward. So if you look here, I actually take notice to him trying to dash away, so I use my critical knowing I'll get launched forward, and knowing that he'd get pushed back, I immediately double tap W so I could get into a running animation again, and then I jump forward and use my aerial attack to launch myself forward even more. And after that, I actually follow up with a combo and use my aerial attack again. And I'm basically just showing you guys how to keep it patient, stay going forward when you're fighting. Alright, here's something that I actually forget to use myself, and I've never even talked about it, but Ingurgitate. It actually switches up the timing a lot from parrying or gut punch, and it will land most of the time. There's a lot of truths with it, and I will put that in other videos, but for now, just take this advice: soaring blow into Ingurgitate. Alright, so right here I'm finna show y'all boys a simple little combo, and then I'm also gonna show y'all good tech to land gut punch. Alright, so I don't know if you're paying attention, but right here I use leg sweep into soaring blow, and you can actually land a lot of things after this, like your critical or some other move, but I happen to use axe kick with a long wind up time and he parried it. Alright, so a little bit after I dashed behind him and then I used gut punch, and you would think to dash and then feint your dash and then use gut punch, but it actually doesn't work as well as just regular dashing with gut punch, and I don't know, it's not the same as other moves. Alright, now here's something else that I'm probably going to talk about a lot in the future, but if you hit your opponent with a move and it lands, a lot of times if you just stare at them for about a half second, they'll try to parry and realize you didn't attack, and then you use another move and it lands. It doesn't work all the time, and it's hard to land on experienced players, but it's funny as hell when it works. Alright, here's something small that I want to talk about. I actually don't see anybody do it, but when you're parrying Edo's Z move, you could just walk forward and get a combo out once you're close up. This is something really good, just don't forget about it, it's always in your arsenal. Alright, I'm not even gonna lie boys, I ran out of footage, but stay with me. I have hours of uncut footage of me playing CC basically before the game's public release. I have all types of crazy moments, seeing different kinds of specs, different kinds of players, and just me wiping people. If you're interested in seeing this, please let me know in the comments and I will make a compilation. Now other than that, let's show this uncut fighting. Yo, what's up, boys? I had a great time making that video, and I hope you had a great time watching. I hope to see you on my next video. Make sure you sub if you fucked with it. If you have any type of ideas, any games that I should play, let me know in the comments. Or if you just want to see me do something like gank people, I don't know, just let me know. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time.